Hi, everyone. Welcome to another special weekend. And this is returning to a band which I enjoyed a while back, and that is the band Smokie. I thought they were just a really sweet, kind of innocent sounding band. I thought it would be fun to spend another weekend with them. So today, the song is going to be Lay Back in the Arms of Someone. And let's just dive in and see how it sounds.
My sympathy, just open your heart to me. You get whatever you'll ever need. You think that's too high for you, but baby, I would die for you. When there's nothing left, you know where I'll be. Lay back in the arms of someone. You give in to the charms of someone. You lay back in the arms of someone you love. Lay back in the arms of someone. When you feel you're a part of someone, you lay back in the arms of someone you love.
So I've listened to a couple of this band's songs but it's interesting. Now, after some time coming back to them, again, I'm noticing his voice, and it's hardly a voice that I would really call a singing voice. His vocal approach to the music is, well, in the first two songs, each one had, I guess it was Living Next Door to Alice and
I'll Meet You at Midnight.
I'll Meet You at Midnight. And both of them had this sort of tragic, simple tragic element to them. And I felt like his voice kind of really worked with that sort of thing. Now, this one is not so tragic, right? And so I'm thinking, obviously, it's his natural singing style. It's the way he uses his voice, and this is his voice. And so I'm noticing that when he needs a more melodic, more sustained feel, that's when the chorus is brought in, because it has to be some other voice, someone else, to kind of sustain the music a bit longer. And it's a good practical solution, really, because if that's not the way you sing and you need something, well, bring in the strings, bring in the chorus, bring in some melody instrument that can carry the line, that will carry the line for you, and then you can continue doing what you do well, and it ends up being a multi-layered musical effect, which is nice as well. So that's just something I'm noticing now, and it stands out to me because this is not a piece of music that is kind of centering around some sad little story. It's very comforting, and here his voice is I wouldn't call it a terribly comforting voice, but it gives a sort of quality of ordinariness and simplicity. And I guess that's what I'm tending towards with this band. So I'm thinking back to the two songs I've listened to, and now this one. The musical style, it's a simple rock style. It's not looking to be innovative or clever or progressive or developmental like, say, the Beatles. It's not looking to be dramatic and impressive and impactful like, say, Queen. It's not looking to really shake you and express the deepest emotional experiences like Led Zeppelin. Although, if I'm going to compare Led Zeppelin with this, you can very much hear, and I guess I would say this voice also, you can hear its origins in the blues style, right? So there is a lot of common ground, and yet this band is not trying to be any of that. They're just more of the, I might even say, folk style, although I'm not sure you can really call this folk rock. And I wouldn't call these folk songs by any stretch, but the sort of a simple song that appeals to our instincts and our simple desires for something sweet, in some comfort, some recognition of as I'm calling it, tragedy, the disappointments in life, but not the really deep, complex ones, just the disappointments that come, or the needs that we feel. They're sweetly, gently, that's how their music, that's the role, and that's the place that their music is filling. And it's a good place to have filled, isn't it? Because we all need something like this along the way in our life.
You're part of someone. You lay back in the arms of someone.
The chorus kind of fills it out there when he needs a bit more.
Baby, just call on me when you want all of me. And I'll be your lover, I'll be your friend. And there's nothing I won't do, 'cause baby, I just live for you. With nothing to hide, no need to pretend. Lay back in the arms of someone. You give in to the charms of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone
There's a
you
little
love.
feeling of gospel quality in the chorus, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, lay back in the arms of someone. When you feel you're a part of someone. Lay back in the arms of someone you love.
Yeah, as I'm listening, there is a name that is coming to me, and it's weird for me to be associating it with this band, but I do somehow. What I've heard of Eric Clapton and his music, somehow I think of his sound and some of the music I've listened to when I'm hearing this. Even though they're so different, there is a lot of common ground between them. And I guess it would be in the sweetness and the simplicity of how they approach these things. Now, the other thing that's coming to mind is, as I'm thinking through, lay back in the arms of someone, you give in, and I'm thinking of this approach, the simplicity, dealing with the disappointments in life in a simple way. It's not looking to be profound. We don't find ourselves digging into, and the music as well. And I suddenly started thinking, oh, yeah, it's kind of like the rock version of country music, in a way. It doesn't have any, it's not trying to be anything grand. It's just something nice for the ordinary life and the person living an ordinary day. And it fits right in, doesn't it?
In the arms of someone, when you feel you're a part of
The
someone.
way it expresses these.
Lay back in the arms of someone you love. I would die for you. When there's nothing left, I'll be with you. Ooh. You lay back in the arms of someone. You give in to the charms
And
of
it's true.
someone.
This chorus really gives me gospel chorus
In the
vibes.
arms of someone you love. Baby, you lay back in the arms of someone. When you feel you're a part of someone, you lay back in the arms of someone you love. Oh, yeah. Lord, I know.
Yeah. Sweet, simple, unpretentious, just the ordinary. And that's the attraction that I find in it. A nice, should I say, a feel-good piece of music, a feel-good song. And I don't know exactly how to say this without making it sound like I'm being insulting. Please understand, I'm not trying to be insulting when I say this, but when I say gospel chorus vibes, I'm even thinking back to older style gospel music. Like, this could totally be, I could say it's to rock music what Fanny Crosby is to old time revival music. The same sort of feel good, sweet. Everybody sings along and they enjoy, and it targets our sentimentality a little bit, and it's nice in that way. So this is the first Smokie song I've listened to that doesn't really look for a tragic element in life, a disappointment, a missed opportunity, a heartbreak. And it's interesting feeling how the whole vibe of it is perhaps a little bit sweeter than I would find myself listening to. But at the same time, that incredible sweetness is the thing that makes it so comfortable and comforting. Well, I have no idea what I'm listening to tomorrow, but I know it's Smokie, and so we'll find out what that is. I'll see you then.